Manchester United is facing a defensive crisis ahead of the massive trip to Stamford Bridge as Michael Carrick deals with the fallout of a major suspension. With Harry Maguire officially sidelined and Lisandro Martinez facing a lengthy ban, the pressure is mounting on who will step up to fill the void. Will Carrick trust the young duo of Lenny Yaro and Aiden Heaven, or will he roll the dice with a surprise tactical shift to keep Chelsea at bay?
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Beyond this weekend, the boardroom at Old Trafford is already plotting a massive recruitment shift that could change the club's defensive identity forever. Manchester United has set their sights firmly on the explosive Nottingham Forest defender Murillo, signaling a clear intent to move away from older targets. The Brazilian star is currently valued at a staggering £70 million, leaving fans to wonder if the club is ready to break the bank for a long-term solution. While Murillo remains the primary target, the future of the cultured Bournemouth star Marcos Senesi is becoming one of the most talked-about sagas of the summer. Although Manchester United has monitored the situation, it appears that Liverpool is currently leading the race to bring the experienced defender to Anfield. With his contract winding down, the battle for Senesi proves that top-tier clubs are scrambling to secure defensive depth as the season enters its final act. Finally, all eyes turn to the tactical chess match brewing at Stamford Bridge as Chelsea prepares for a high-stakes showdown against the Red Devils. Manager Liam Rosenior is sweating the fitness of stars like Reece James and Benoit Badiashile, while the return of Enzo Fernandez could force a massive reshuffle in the Chelsea starting 11. It is a top-5 battle you simply cannot afford to miss, so make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Ever feel like the walls are closing in before a massive away game? Well, that is exactly the headache Michael Carrick is dealing with right now. With Harry Maguire officially sidelined and Lisandro Martinez facing an uphill battle to overturn his red card from the Leeds clash, Manchester United is heading to Stamford Bridge with their defensive lineup in absolute tatters. You have to wonder, is this the moment Carrick throws caution to the wind, or does he play it safe? The natural instinct says pair Lenny Yaro with Aiden Heaven, but let's be real, putting a 19- and 20-year-old duo at the heart of the defense against Chelsea is a massive gamble, no matter how much promise they show. It is a baptism by fire, and frankly, it is the kind of pressure that can break even the most talented prospects. But here is where it gets interesting. Carrick has some veteran cards he can play. We have seen Luke Shaw and Noussair Mazraoui slot into that three-at-the-back system under Ruben Amorim, and that kind of tactical flexibility might be exactly what United needs to survive the bridge. Relying on Casemiro as an emergency fix feels like a waste of his midfield dominance, and frankly, nobody wants to see the team scramble like they did after the Martinez sending off on Monday. While young Tyler Frederickson is waiting in the wings, stepping up from U21 captain to a Premier League starter against Chelsea is a gargantuan leap. Carrick is standing at a tactical crossroads, and his choice this weekend could define United's defensive identity for the rest of the season. What do you think? Should he bank on the raw talent of Yaro and Heaven, or is it time to force the veterans into the line of fire? Drop a comment below with your starting Zai, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the chaos at Old Trafford. After all, in a season like this, the only thing you can expect is the unexpected. Ever wondered why Manchester United would pass on a phenomenal free agent just to chase a £70 million price tag? If you think Old Trafford has seen enough drama, think again. The hunt for a new centre-back is officially on, and the strategy is shifting from short-term bargains to long-term blueprints. Right now, United's defensive line feels like a revolving door. Lisandro Martinez and Matthijs de Ligt are constantly battling fitness, while young prospects like Lenny Yaro are still finding their footing. With Harry Maguire turning 32 and fresh off a new deal, the writing is on the wall. The future needs a new anchor. Now, we've all heard the whispers about Marcos Senesi. At 28, the Bournemouth star is a free agent this summer, and he's been absolutely lights out. But here's the twist. Liverpool seems to be in the driver's seat for his signature, looking to groom him as a successor to Virgil van Dijk. But don't start calling this a failure for United just yet, because they never actually prioritized him. Instead, the brass at Old Trafford has their eyes locked on a much younger target, Nottingham Forest's Brazilian powerhouse, Murillo. We're talking about a 23-year-old who has transformed from a £10 million gamble into an absolute defensive beast. Forest knows what they have, and they aren't letting him go for a penny less than £70 million. That is a massive premium, especially when you consider that Murillo doesn't quite have the passing range of Senesi. But here is why that price tag might be worth it. Murillo is a pure, aggressive defender. He lives for those one-on-one battles and has an instinct for shutting down strikers that you just can't teach. While the financial math for this deal will be the ultimate test for United's recruitment team, it signals a clear intent to prioritize youth and pure defensive grit over a quick, low-cost fix. Is dropping $70 million on a defender the right move for a squad that also needs to overhaul its midfield and attack, or are they setting themselves up for another expensive headache? Hit that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you pay the premium for Murillo, or is United barking up the wrong tree? Could the next defensive anchor for a Premier League giant be hiding in plain sight at Bournemouth? As the summer transfer window approaches, the rumor mill is spinning, and one name is starting to stand out: Marcos Senesi. With his contract winding down, the Argentine centre-back is officially a man in demand. While Manchester United have been sniffing around, the latest reports suggest that Anfield is rapidly becoming his most likely destination. Think about it, Liverpool are desperate for a cultured presence to take the load off Virgil van Dijk. At 35, Virgil is still a titan, but expecting him to play every single minute is a recipe for disaster. That is where a seasoned, Premier League-proven operator like Senesi fits the puzzle perfectly. It's a smart, pragmatic move, especially given the chaos unfolding at the Vitality Stadium. With manager Andoni Iraola also heading for the exit, it feels like the end of an era for the Cherries. Now, you might be wondering why Manchester United seem to be cooling their interest. It likely comes down to the age-old debate between chasing youth and needing immediate stability. INEOS is understandably hesitant, but look at the current state of United's backline. With Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez suspended, the squad is forced to rely on teenagers like Aiden Heaven and Lenny Yaro. That is a baptism of fire that no young defender should have to face alone. If United wants to compete for the Champions League, they cannot just rely on potential. They need experience that can hit the ground running. Whether he ends up at Old Trafford or Anfield, one thing is clear: Senesi is looking for a move that defines his career. Do you think he has what it takes to shore up a top-4 defense, or is this just another transfer rumor that will fade by July? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for all the latest updates. Because in the Premier League, the game never really stops. Stamford Bridge is bracing for a massive top-5 showdown this Saturday, but the hosts are facing a defensive nightmare before a ball is even kicked. Could Chelsea's injury crisis hand Manchester United the advantage they desperately need? Manager Liam Rosenior is sweating on the fitness of his squad, with up to 7 players currently sidelined. We are talking about key names like Trevoh Chalobah, Levi Colwill, and Mykhailo Mudryk all ruled out, while the captain, Reece James, remains a major doubt with a lingering hamstring issue. When you consider that Benoit Badiashile is also battling an illness, you realize just how thin this Chelsea rotation has become. However, there is a glimmer of hope. Enzo Fernandez is officially back in contention. After serving a club-imposed 2-game suspension, the Argentine midfielder is eligible again. The burning question, of course, is whether Rosenior trusts him to slot straight into such a high-stakes fixture. If Fernandez returns, we might see a tactical reshuffle that pushes Cole Palmer out to the right wing, creating a selection headache for that final attacking spot. It's a classic manager's dilemma. Do you stick with the informed players who have been holding the fort, or do you bring back your high-profile star for the big occasion? Up top, all eyes will be on João Pedro. He is knocking on the door of his 20th goal of the season, and if he finds the net, it could be the difference-maker in this tight race for the top 5. In the back, expect Malo Gusto and Marc Cucurella to anchor the flanks, while the defensive partnership of Joral Hato and Wesley Fofana will be tasked with keeping the United attack quiet. It's a makeshift lineup, sure, but in games this big, talent often finds a way to shine through the chaos. Who do you think comes out on top in this tactical chess match? Drop your score predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more matchday updates. After all, when the chips are down, that's when legends are made.